Our next presenter is someone who has always been a friend to community teamwork. In fact, she was recognized as one of Community Teamwork's local heroes for her lifetime work in equity and community building. She's the founder of the Smith Family Foundation, and she, with her family, in partnership with Middlesex Community College, created the Living the Dream Partnership, honoring the legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Please give a warm welcome to Laura Smith.
Well, good evening, everyone. To all of the champions of community action who are being honored here tonight, we say thank you. We say thank you for your kindness, for your bringing peace and unity to all in the world. My husband and I, Robert, is joining me tonight. We had the opportunity, the delight and the joy to meet Bobby and Aleksandra Tugbiyele about 20 years ago. They met some years ago also, not far from here, at the University of Massachusetts at Lowell, where Bobby was interested in political science and Aleksandra was interested in English. Well, that interest moved on to Bobby being interested in Aleksandra, and Aleksandra being interested in Bobby. So obviously they discovered and enjoyed, cultivated a mutual respect and a fondness for one another. And also they shared a calling to serve their community. There is an author, a consultant of leadership by the name of Margaret Wheatley, and she says that there is no power for change that's greater than a community discovering what it cares about. Over the years, Bobby and Aleksandra have truly demonstrated their commitment to embracing humanity. And they have embraced that humanity through their efforts to bring equity and inclusion to our community. And for that, we say, thank you. So Bobby and Aleksandra, may you continue to light the path that cultivates the best in our community. Tonight, we honor these two champions for their individual and their team efforts to ensure that our community continues to be a vibrant, welcoming, and a rewarding place to live and work for everybody, no matter where they live and no matter where they've arrived from, and however they earn their honest living. So come on, everybody, join me, and let's welcome these champions for community action, the two ladies, move. Let's bring up this lady and gentleman, please, the Tugbiyele couple, and let's just celebrate and honor them. Yes. So now, it's all right to have a script that one reads and all of that. That's great. But you see, where I hail from, which is the fine city of New Orleans, Louisiana, we are taught, give them their flowers now while they're able to enjoy the beauty and the fragrance. So come on. I didn't hear you when you celebrated them on their way up here before. Congratulations to this wonderful couple, and I know you'll hear from them, and by that time, If you haven't ever seen yet the entourage that they've got going on over here in their family, I'm sure you're going to hear about it. So thank you.
All right. For Alex and Bobby, we thought a John Lewis book signed by John Lewis would be appropriate.
From the Massachusetts State Senate, to Aleksandra and Bobby Tugbiyele, in recognition of your leadership as community activists and advocates for diversity, equity, and inclusion, given this day by Karen Spilka at the request of Edward Kennedy, the senator. Congratulations.
One last one. This is a congressional recognition from Congresswoman Lori Dracut. Upon being honored by Community Teamwork as champions of community action for your philanthropy, volunteer work, support of community teamwork, and leadership in diversity, equity, and inclusion, Consortium of Lowell. Congratulations to you. Do you want to say something? You get to speak. Yeah, please. Yes. Speech. No.
Carl is funny. Wow. Just want to take a minute and take a second and take it all in. Hi. Hello, Middlesex Community College. How you doing over there? I know UTech is here. I know Acre Family Child Care is here. Those are just the places that I had the good opportunity to work, so thank you. It's true. When we got the call from Kathy that my husband and I were going to be honored, my first thought was, geez, we're just doing what we're supposed to do. And I just want to say thank you all. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much for your pouring into us and for loving for us and believing in us. My mentor says that life is a choice, and you all could have chosen to be anywhere tonight, but you decided to come out to celebrate all the great action that's happening in our community with the incredible team here at Community Teamwork Inc. So thank you all for being here, and thank you, CTI, for putting on this event. To the CTI family and community, I don't know if you all know this or not, but our relationship with CTI spans probably over a decade ago. Bobby was employed there and started to discover his love for HR at CTI. When we started our family and we were looking for some new ideas to help corral our energetic and exciting boys, we attended a few parenting classes at CTI, so we're also clients. And I have the good fortune of now being able to give back to CTI and serve on the Board of Trustees. So thank you, CTI, for helping us to be the community advocates and contributors that we are. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you. And to our entourage. all of you are our entourage. Hey, Catherine. I heard you was coming in late. Hey, thank you, but seriously, to our family, to our friends, to my parents, to all of our mentors, my mentor is here, my junior mentor is here. Thank you so much for being our first champions. Thank you for being our heroes. Thank you for pouring into us and speaking life over us. This work is difficult, but you covered us and you protected us, and you reminded us and inspired us to keep going into doing the work and doing the thing. So thank you all for making the time to be here, and just thank you all. We're so delighted to be considered champions, and I feel like we have even more excitement to do more work. So thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. And thank you all for being here. And it's true, you really could have been elsewhere, but you are here today. It is truly humbling to accept this award, and you don't do this work, you don't speak up, you don't take shots for spotlights like this. You do it because it's the right thing to do. I have to acknowledge Bill Lipchitz, firstly. I cannot believe I'm accepting an award on the same day as Bill Lipchitz. Bill Lipchitz, when I started at CTI in 2009, he saw something in me and recruited me to join the Center City Committee. And 2.5, 3 years later, I ultimately became the president of Center City Committee. But it would not have happened without people like Bill Lipchitz, who stepped aside and made space for a new guy, who stepped aside and made space for not a little kid, who stepped aside and made space and had a vision for what Lowell's future could and should be. And so to Bill Lipchitz and to all the Bill Lipchitzes, thank you. Thank you. When I was at CTI, I took a program called it was a nonprofit management training program from BU. And Carl and I had met through that program called the Institute of Nonprofit Management and Leadership. And after I took that program, I left CTI. But
Can we have our money back?
she's been bugging me for the last 12 years to get my money back. But I remember upon leaving CTI, and it was a very, very hard decision to make because I love CTI. It is family, and it is always going to be home to me. I had a meeting with Karen, and I was crying, and I said, I don't want to go, but I have to go. And Karen is truly a different executive in these times. Sometimes you'll hear nonprofit, we're always putting out fires, we don't have a chance to be strategic. Karen is always forward thinking. That's been my experience with Karen. And when I told her I was leaving, she said, we would love for you to be here, but it's not where you are, it's where you're going. And just take the knowledge with you that you gained here and spread it elsewhere. There are so many other leaders who would say, you can't go. You know, you have to stay here. And Karen said, spread your wings. And I thank you.
I still want you back.
And it just really speaks to Karen's, yes, leadership, but it also speaks to her heart. And I appreciate you, Karen. So thank you. There are way too many people to thank. This DEI work is not easy. And for those who are in the daily trenches and you know who you are, thank you. My parents are in Nigeria right now, so I'm first generation. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. And my parents are in Nigeria right now, and so in their spirit, I have to just speak about two experiences. In junior high, we were either going to church or leaving church, and we were at a stop sign, and my mom noticed a car in a budding lane. So we were in one lane, another car was in another lane, and she noticed that the gas tank that was flapping, it was open. So she gets out, she was in the passenger seat. She gets out and she runs across a couple lanes to close the gas tank. And here I am, probably 9, 10, 11, And I'm thinking, Nikki, what are you doing? I couldn't call her Nikki. Nobody said I call her Nikki. But I'm looking at this woman putting her life in danger for a stranger. And so at a very young age, I was exposed to leadership through action. At a very young age, I understood that while there's power in action, there is truly danger in inaction. And I'll repeat that one more time. There is power in action, but there is danger in inaction. And so I will leave you with these words that are not with me. Phone, where are you? Alexa, get my phone. All right. So, I like you. Oh, thank you. So, danger in inaction. And so, to all of you, I will say, and it's a meme, it's one of my favorite memes. Some are posting on social media. Some are protesting in the streets. Some are donating silently. Some are educating themselves. Some are having tough conversations with family and friends. A revolution has many lanes. Be kind to yourself and to others who are traveling in the same direction. But most importantly, keep your foot on that gas pedal. And so I will end with a quote from Thurgood Marshall, who said, "Where you see wrong or inequality or injustice, speak out. This is your country." This is Lowell. This is your Dracut. This is your Lowell. This is your democracy. Make it, protect it. And like others have done before me, they passed it on to me, and I'm passing it on to you. We are passing it on to you. And to my sons, I love you. Thank you.